And good morning, everyone. Welcome to Love and Understanding, our Circle of Love, our Sunday gathering. So, as always, let me invite you to turn within with me and let's begin with a prayer. And let's just start by knowing that a prayer is not trying to change or cajole something outside of ourselves to do something for us. A prayer is simply allowing ourselves to be attuned correctly, to release the struggles and the issues and the challenges, and to know that truth lies deep within our very being. And a prayer simply calls it forth. So let's, in this prayer, know that the energy of the universe that flows through you and I connects us all together, everyone. And that through that, we can bless everyone. And that's what we do right now. We consciously, awake and aware, bless every individual that we're connected to. We're connected everywhere throughout this universe. And as we do that, we're establishing peace and love. Thank you for setting this intention, for putting this energy. And so it is. Amen. Well, we are very blessed today. We have two people have been away for a long time and have returned and are wonderful songstresses. So we're going to begin with Lynn Fuqua, who is going to do a opening chant. You're muted, Lynn. You're muted right now. For
There we
the
go.
audio.
I
There
got
you
it.
go. Okay,
Yay!
thank you.
There's been a
Wonderful.
lot of technical difficulties in my life of late. Okay, this is actually not going to be a chant today. This is a song that's been going through my head. So, I am free. I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free. I am unlimited. Right now, right now, I am free. I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I'm free, unlimited right now. Right now, you are free. You are unlimited. There are no chains that bind you. You're free and unlimited right now. Not tomorrow, but right now. You are free. You are unlimited. And there are no chains that can bind you. You are free and unlimited right now. We are free. We are unlimited. There are no chains that can bind us. We are free and unlimited forever. And right now we are free. We are unlimited, and there are no chains that can bind us. We are free. We are unlimited right now. Right now.
Thank you. It was absolutely beautiful. We missed you. Thank you. Well, today's reading is from a woman named Amy Krauss Rosenthal. Pay attention to what you pay attention to. Now, Amy was a very interesting person. She was a highly prolific writer. She wrote over 30 children's books. And she's the only person who won the Children of the Year Book Award 3 in 1 year. Amazing woman. She really understood children, and she understood the attention that they gave to everything they did. Think about something. As a child, everything was an adventure. Everything. I remember my son telling me he used to teach preschool, and he said, "Dad, it's so wonderful to work with these kids. I tell them this is the color green, and they go green, oh green, and they look at it and they hold it and they examine it. They were just so into focusing their attention on what it was at that time. They had an amazing view of things. Things shift as we get older. We put up defenses. We have guards in place to try to protect ourselves, and we become relatively uh, set in our ways. And more than that, we start to look at things and just take them for granted. We also forget that we are highly creative beings, that inside of each and every one of us are powers that are creative powers that are constantly active. We are creative beings. The words in the Bible saying that we're created in the image and likeness of God basically mean that the energy of the universe flows through us, and that our thoughts, our words, and our actions are part of that creative process. So the words of Miss Rosenthal, to pay attention to what you pay attention to, are extremely important, because we become unconscious about the things that we're saying and the things that we're doing. We need to wake up. We need to be like those children that are just so conscious about every word, every idea, because now we have an opportunity. When you are awake and aware, you have an opportunity to choose the way that you want to live, to choose the environment in which you want to live in. Now, we all live on this planet, but each of us creates our own world, our own environment in which we live. And we do that by our thoughts, our words, and our actions. Two people, even identical twins, could sit next to each other and have entirely different views of the world because of the thoughts that are moving through their mind, the experiences that they've had, and how they relate those experiences to present day situations. That's our thoughts and our mind working forward and trying to equate what's happening right now to something that happened in the past. That's why every one of us have a different viewpoint on something that we see, because we don't have the same past experience that relates to it. The reason why this is important is because I know for myself, I want to stay up on what's going on in the world. And when I look at the news, there are a lot of times that I get very upset. It hurts me to see some of the things that are happening to people in the world, the wars that are going on, the prejudice, the 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 diseases that are occurring that shouldn't even occur because we've conquered all those things before. There's so many different things that, in my heart, I just, oh my God, I get upset. But I have to be aware that that action of me being upset is sending a universal signal. And it's sending this signal that is drawing more to me of what I'm upset about. Because my feelings about something supercharge that thought. And it draws upon the universe. There is a universal law called the law of attraction. And it's basically whatever it is that you put out there, you will attract in return. So the more I get upset about things, the more I'm concerned and angry about something, the more this law, which is impartial, it simply looks at you and says, this is what you're focused upon. This is what you want. Let me give it to you. And it gives you more to be upset about because that's what you're focused on. Pay attention to what you're paying attention to. If I want to change anything in my world, anything in my environment, the change doesn't start outside of me with someone doing something. The change has to start inside of me. First, by my thoughts about it. I have to change the way I think about something. And then the next thing out is the thoughts that are there, I vocalize. Your words become form. In the beginning was the word, and the word was made flesh. So now my thought turns into the words that I speak about something, and that manifests for me. I'm literally drawing to me whatever it is that I'm thinking and speaking about. And then my actions follow those words and thoughts. This is happening all the time. And it's transparent whether you understand it or not. It is always happening. I have friends that have no conscious awareness, no matter what I say to them, that them talking negative about everything that's happened in their life. Oh, it's so hard, and this is happening then, and those people did this to me, and they did that to them, and oh my God, oh, it's terrible. They have no conscious awareness that by being in that state of thought, by being in those words, what you're constantly doing is bringing forth the same thing to you over and over and over again. They don't understand why they're always in this state of flux, why they're in this state of hurt and aggravation. And it's all because that's what they put forth. Whatever you put out absolutely returns to you multiplied. So this is such a simple statement, but it totally transforms everything in your life when you understand it. Pay attention to where your focus is. What are you paying attention to? I have dear friends who believe that I'm like a Pollyanna. You know, oh, you only talk good things. You only talk positive stuff. You don't see the negative in the world. Well, no, I see it. I see the negative stuff, but I'm not going to focus on the negativity. I'm going to focus on the way that I would like to see it. I'm going to focus on what a solution will be. Everything in my life is not about trying to be real, because reality is what's created around you. That's not really real. Reality can change in a heartbeat. And you have the ability to change it. What is real is what you believe. Jesus told you, it is done unto you as you believe. Because your thoughts are so powerful. You're such a powerful individual. When you start to think something from a positive perspective, you start to draw that to you. You may not totally change the outside world, but you start by changing the world that you live in. And that's the radiation that's needed. When you start from that beginning place in here, the only thing you have control over in life is what's inside of you. You have no control. I had a dear friend of mine, a business partner, used to say, God forbid we walk across the street and get hit by a truck. It could happen in a moment. But at the same time, you control over how you think. You control over how you feel. You control over what you're attracting to you. I love and I follow Esther Hicks. She's a wonderful speaker, and she she speaks with channeling the collective consciousness that she calls Abraham. It's Abraham Hicks, and her whole view of the universe through this channeling is about the law of attraction, which is what I'm speaking about right now. And she's trying to explain to people that the energy of the universe is constantly flowing through you, and you are always using it. You're always attracting things to you. Your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Tell the universe, this is the flow that I want to be in. And I love her feeling about feelings. How feelings are so important, because a positive feeling about anything will start to draw to you more things to be positive, more positive reactions, more positive outcomes. And the converse is true. The more negative you, the more upset you are, the more angry you are, The universe is constantly responding to you. It's not responding, it's responding to everybody else, but your world is what you think and create. You could be in the midst of hell. And if you want to feel like you're being on a beach on Maui and the trade winds are blowing in your face, you create that environment for yourself, even if no one else can see it and feel it. You are that powerful. Everyone's that powerful. You can't make anyone do anything. I mean, all my friends who, especially the people who have this negative feeling about life, there's nothing I can do to change that. I can point out the effects that, and primarily show them through my own experience. But I can't change that. You can't change a person. You can't change that situation. You can only change your thoughts about it. You can only change your relationship to it. That goes for family and friends and people. I talked about this last week with, you can't change an individual. What you can do is see them in the true light of who they are. So that every time they come into your sphere, they might catch a little piece of that. But you see them for who they are. You see them as loving, intelligent, peaceful, you know, prosperous and abundant. Even if they don't have any of that right now. But you see them that way, and that's the world that you draw. And when they become receptive, which eventually people do, start to catch that themselves. But you can't change them. They can only change themselves. You can only change yourself. You can't go through life and see all the negative things and be angry and upset about it. Hate people, hate organizations. There's divisions right now in this country the whole country is divided. I hate no one. That's too intensified emotion. I hate no one because when I put that out there, I have to receive it back. This it's the law of this universe, the law of attraction. I'm going to put something out. It's going to come back to me. I don't want that to happen. I want peace, love, compassion, understanding. So that's what I put out into the universe. I may not get it from that individual, but that's okay. I'm not doing that to get it from somebody, to change somebody, to make them do something they don't want to do themselves. I'm doing it because I want that to be the energy that flows through me. I want to be the energy that flows back to me. And what I found is when you're kind and loving to somebody, you normally don't get that in return. Sometimes you do, but that's not the purpose of it. It will come back to you in ways that you could never imagine. All of a sudden, it just show up in your life because that's the way you've lived your life. That's the universe saying, I've been holding this for you. You need now. This is what you need. Let me give it to you. Remember, the converse is true. If you're going to be negative and angry and upset, eventually that stuff's going to come back to you. I don't want to be that person. What do you want to be? How do you want to live your life? How do you want to create the environment that you live? You have the power. Only you. Yeah, other people may seem like they're controlling you and they're forcing this on you, that on you. But only you, inside of you, can make the decision, can focus your attention, can place that attention on the solution, on your desire, and then stay with that. It's happened to me in my life over and over and over again. I focused on a person that I wanted to be with, the qualities of it, they showed up. I focused on an environment I wanted to live in, it showed up. Everything in my life, when you focus your attention on it, it may not happen instantly. It probably won't because you're not ready for it, but it will happen in the time frame that it's supposed to. And then you can just say thank you. Because it just circuit. All life is circuit. Think about it. Pay attention to what you pay attention to. And let's get started. And let's just know that we are such powerful creative beings that as we pay attention to what we're focused on, as we pay attention to the thoughts that we think, the words that we speak, the actions we take, we now have the ability to shift and change to the desires that we have. I focus on the end result, on the desire I'm looking for, not for the immediate how to or what the real situation is, because real is something that's in somebody else's mind. What's real for me is not real for someone else. When I say real, I see the absolute. And the absolute is that I, along with you and everyone else, are divine spiritual beings having this human experience, and that we are blessed with an amazing power of creativity, of love, of peace, of joy, of compassion and understanding. We are blessed with this, and we activate it now. And by doing so, what we pay attention to is our utmost desires. And those are the desires that the creative energy of this universe wants to bring us. So we bless everyone and curse no one. You don't have to agree with what someone's doing. You don't have to be in alignment with what's happening. But we also don't have to be negative about it. We can see it for what it is, bless the people, and look for the solution. Focus on the solution and start to be drawn to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is the wisdom of the century. And it's so simple. And sometimes simple is the very best. And so it is. Amen. Brother Ed.
Seeking pleasure, gathering treasure, always leaves me wanting more. Detachment brings contentment and connects me to my core. And the system we invest in cannot teach us how to live. If you want to know what it is you've you've got to look at what you give. As above, so below. I look to see what doesn't show as I sit and watch the river flow. I'm learning to let go. And it's so simple as I let it be. Every moment holds eternity. When I search for truth, it always hides deep within the heart where it resides. When I let it go, it comes back to me. When I hang on, it's gone. As above, so below. I look to see what doesn't show. And as I sit and watch the river flow, I'm learning to let go. Everything I thought I knew, and all the suffering the world goes through, and all these dreams inside of me, I just bless it all and set it free. And I'm thinking unconditional love is just a paradox we learn to trust. God's great disguise or alias that lives in each of us. As above, so below. I look to see what doesn't show. And as I sit and watch the river flow, I'm learning to let go. I'm learning, I'm learning, I'm learning, I'm learning to let go. As above, so below. I look to see what doesn't show. As I sit and watch the river flow, I'm learning to let go. I'm learning, I'm learning, I'm learning to let go.
It's a conscious sharing time. It could be donation information. What I always say is that the most important gift that you give is love, because it's an energy that's deep within you that connects us all together. So just put your hand on your heart for a moment, because symbolically that's a place that love emanates. And let's just know that we give love, and just with the law of attraction, we receive love. And it's always multiplied. So we bless the gift and the giver, and just know that all is a divine gift. Thank you, Spirit. And so well, as I said, we are very blessed because today we have our second songstress to be with us today. Sharon, welcome home. And thank you for being with us.
Good to be here. Thank you. My destiny has been fulfilled by you, oh God. And my search is over, and I rest in thee. Every step has led to this moment. Every path I have taken has led me to this higher place. Everything I have ever done has served me to see God's holy face. And my destiny has been fulfilled by you, oh God. And my search is over, and I rest in thee. I rest in thee. I rest in thee. I rest in thee. 'Cause my search is over, and I rest in thee. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to say this from the bottom of my heart. I love you dearly. And I closed my eyes and I saw your dad walking up and down the aisle singing that song just now.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Thank you. Welcome home.
Thank you.
Let me put up the prayer of protection for everybody. So this is James Dillard Freeman's prayer of protection. I'd like us all to say this together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God influences us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over it. Wherever we are, God is. And all is well. Amen. Well, I want to say thank you for joining us today. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, this is nothing to miss with us. Everybody who's online right now, when we stop the recording, is going to have an opportunity to share their insights. And it's a very important time for us because you learn from each other. As I was saying before, everyone's experience is very different. We learn from each other's experiences. So if you'd like to be part of that, join us any Sunday. Anytime before 10:50 a.m. I'm sorry, 9:50 a.m. Pacific time. 9:50 a.m. Pacific time. Go to the website that was on the screen before, which is www.loveandyou.org. And on the right-hand side is the topic for the week. In the middle of that is the Zoom link. You press the link before 9:50 a.m. Pacific time. You're in the room. Now, you don't have to say anything. You get an opportunity to do what everyone else says. And there's other ceremonies and things that happen at the end of service. But you also have an opportunity to give your insights. So please join us if you can. Let me finish off with a prayer, and then we'll go into a sharing. Let's simply know that today is a wake-up call. It's an opportunity to remember that our focus has power, that we need to pay attention to what we're paying attention to. And that by doing so, we now have an opportunity to choose. We can choose what we love, what we like, what we don't like. We can choose what we desire, and we can focus on that desire. And when we do that, we start drawing it to us. So we're just so grateful. How wonderful it is to have that power and to know that all is well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I'm going to stop the recording and we're going to go into our sharing.